This exact 3-step entry model has allowed me to continuously make profits like these in the market. The first step of this entry model is to simply wait for a higher time frame sweep of liquidity. The second step of this entry model is to simply wait for a break of structure, which is going to come when a candle is able to close below this previous higher low. Once we go ahead and roll the tape, we could see that we were consolidating for a bit after taking out that buy side, and then ultimately we do end up getting this red candle that ends up closing below that previous higher low, indicating that break of structure. The third and final step of this entry model is to simply wait for a retracement back to a key area of interest. In this scenario, our area of interest is going to be this bearish fair value gap right here. So we're going to wait for price action to tap into it before continuing to the downside. Once we go ahead and start rolling the tape, all we're going to wait for, like I mentioned previously, is a retracement back to this bearish fair value gap, which is ultimately going to signal our short entry. So right here, as we can see, we tap into that bearish fair value gap. We go ahead, take our short entry. We're going to place our stop right above that previous bearish fair value gap, and we're simply going to target a nice 1 to 2 risk to reward and target the lows from right here. This trade actually ends up giving us a 3.36 RR, so that's way above the 1 to 2 that we usually go ahead and target, but we're ultimately targeting that sell side, that opposing pool of liquidity like we mentioned previously. And as we see, we get that nice move and continuation to the downside before price action ultimately ends up taking us out for that nice 1 to 3 risk to reward. If you're still having trouble understanding this entry model, go ahead and comment the word trading down below and make sure you're following me, and I'll go ahead and send out an absolutely free video that dives into this strategy in greater detail.